Hey guys, Richard here with CRG Games, and yeah, I'm back from F&M, and want to show you just real quick the things I got before we get to the Brothers War. And just a quick, note. Wanted to say appreciate you guys, watching my last video. Like I said, I didn't mean I didn't mean to, use as much language as I did, but I was kind of pissed, to be honest, and I have to admit that when the new sets come out and, I go play those, I hate how WotC brings me back from my anger. I want to be angry at them. I want to be, I want to revel or whatever, relish my anger at, what's going on. And then I play the new set. I'm like, man, this is fucking great. I love this. So yeah, I'm still upset, but it is what it is. So let me show you what I got here. Blanchwood armor. So I end up getting like third place, I think, or fourth place. Yeah, I suck at drafting. That is what it is. But yeah, Blanchwood armor, Sundown Pass, and Diabolic Intent from my promo pack. It was non-foil. It's pretty decent. Diabolic Intent is a good card. I did pull a Phyrexian Dragon Engine. I don't know what all the values are, but it's kind of neat. It's the meld card there. I did pull a Wormcoil Engine. I do have to say, the retro artifacts, they just look really good. For as mad as we get at WotC, you got to admit, they do great. However, I was looking at some Flesh and Blood cards today because my owner, the owner of my LGS, he has, a pretty big collection, and they're all on like snap cases and stuff because they're expensive. Flesh and Blood, man. If there was a competition for how good cards look, like in the fantasy kind of genre, TCG thing, Flesh and Blood cards, especially those code foils, they look great. Like, they look freaking amazing. WotC has a lot of great arts, but the Flesh and Bloods, man, they're good. Wormcoil Engine, Wall of Roots, Windfall, and Wood Elves. These are going to be your promos. So I got one of each, 96, 97, and 98. All three very playable cards. I did end up pulling an Ivory Tower, and then my promos. I bought two pre-release kits, Visions of Phyrexia and Blast Zone. They look really good. My buddy Jason, he noted that the symbol here seems to be slightly different than the ones before, and I do agree. It does look like it's smaller. I don't have one with me to compare, but the actual year symbol seems to be slightly different. And then I did not win this. There has been note on Reddit that stores are not getting a lot of these. This is loyal retainers. I'm hearing that some stores are getting like 5, some are getting 2. My LGS got 1. The winner, he did sell me this. I did have to pay for it. And, it's not something I'm ever going to play. I'm never going to open it. He said he wasn't going to play it in any decks or anything like that, so he did sell it to me. And, just for reference, I paid $50. After TCG fees and all that stuff, I thought it was pretty fair. I mean, you can get a Masterpiece Amonkhet Invocation version for like $68, so I paid $50 for this, and I am happy about that. So, let's get to the real reason that we're here. And that's the Brothers War, right on top of everybody being pissed. You know what's actually notable? So Rudy, he had his sale tonight, his Friday night sale for Brothers War collector boxes. Didn't even sell out last time I checked. After like hours and hours, he was still at like 70, 80% sold. It's interesting. It's very interesting to note that, why is that? Is that because people think the product is bad? Or is that because people are just burnt the fuck out and they don't have any more money in their wallet? I don't know. I don't know. I thought for sure, because all the sales this year, and I am a patron, but like all the sales this year have sold out like basically, relatively fast. Sometimes even close to immediately. It just depends on the specific product. Like the Flesh and Blood one, that one sold out very fast. I ended up getting one of those. It's not for me though. It's for my LGS owner because I don't really play Flesh and Blood. But yeah, I was surprised. I did not expect that they wouldn't sell out, and his prices were decent. His prices were good. I don't think they were bad at all. You had to buy a master case to get the best pricing, but even if you didn't buy the master case, it still wasn't that bad. So interesting to note. But yeah, let's see what kind of stuff we get in here. I've watched some videos online of people opening these. Joey Moss, he's already opened some. And what I've noticed is you can actually get, and you actually likely will get, a good bit of retro foil artifacts. So up to 4. I think I've seen up to 4 in a booster pack. And I don't think that devalues it all that much. In the regular packs, I've gotten up to 2. In the draft pack sets, you might be able to get a little bit more. But really, I think for the quantity that you get, it's not that bad. It's not like too much. Unless there are, as some people say, like what, 250,000 boxes of these things based on the number of serialized cards. I don't know the actual number of that. I don't really think it's that many, but there's no telling. We got Argoth, Sanctum of Nature, and I don't know all the prices on these cards, so I'm probably going to try to stay away from that a little bit. But that seems like a nice one. We got Tocasia, Digslite Mentor, Machine God's Effigy. I think I've heard that this one's actually pretty decent. Hey, you got an Ivory Tower. I already got one of those. Ichor Wellspring, Quicksilver Amulet's a nice one. We got a foil Prowl Stoic Strategist. I guess just a regular one. This is the, what do you call it? Transformers. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of that card. And then an Astral Cornucopia and a Power Stone token. You know, Power Stone tokens, I think I thought, and I think a lot of people thought, that it was basically garbage. I could be wrong. Maybe it was just me. But actually, they work really, really nicely. You're right. It can't be spent to cast a non-artifact spell, but it can be used for just about anything else. And I didn't even think about that at first. Wow, these are tough to open. I know Joey had an issue getting some of those things open. And I can see that that's not just the case for him. Now, one of the things I did notice is printing issues. In the draft boosters, there were a lot of cards that had ink blots, all in the text and stuff. Honestly, I can't believe as many of those got through. It was like one after another, just packs with issues in them. Got an Urza's Command, Urza's Silex, and Disciple of Kalis Nin. I don't know that. Hey, Mishra's Bobble's kind of cool. Got Jalem Tome, Altar of Dementia. I do like that. Slicer, Hired Muscle, and a Well of Lost Dreams. And a Power Stone token. Yeah, so it does appear that we're getting like 4 of these per pack, which is okay. The reason I'm opening this box is because I'm going to be building the set, so I need to get, I always open one for myself. Is there something on that? No, this is like a rock. Yeah, so I open one of each for myself. These happen to come in early at my LGS. The other stuff, that has not arrived yet, and I don't know exactly when it's going to. We got Titania's Command. We got a Teething Wormlet, Farid, Soul Guide, and Lantern. Hey, if you guys have checked Reddit, I did see that already. So Steel Seraph is actually really good. Gold Bug. I did see that there has been a serialized Mox Amber pooled, and it is freaking beautiful. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to grab some sleeves. All right. I don't know which cards need to go in sleeves, but this Steel Seraph seems like it's one of them. And if you guys drafted tonight, honestly, out of all of the draft experiences, so Dominaria United was pretty fun. I would highly recommend that you attend the draft for Brothers War. Like this was actually fun, and I think pretty much everybody had a similar, outlook on it. That they had a lot of fun doing it. Some people were saying that they liked it more than Dominaria United. Which I thought DMU was I mean, DMU was fun, but you know, to like it more than that, that's pretty strong. We got a self-assembler. I'm not even familiar with this one. Liquid metal coating, Ashnod's Altar. That's a good one. A Blitzwing and a scrap trawler. This is the I don't know what the heck you call it, the schematic version. So there's two different versions of, I think, all of these. There's the regular, and then there's the schematic. And then, if I'm not mistaken, there's also the serialized, if possible. And then you can get the regular Transformers cards, or I suppose it's in less than 1% of boosters, collector boosters, you can get the foil shattered glass. These lands are freaking amazing. You can get the foil shattered glass Transformers cards. And I've seen some of them, people are talking about selling them. I think like one sold for like 350. There was a guy saying he sold one for like 350 bucks on eBay. I think I saw like someone was listing them for like 1,000 or something like that. There hasn't been that many. I think I've only seen 2 so far. They are rare. And you know what the cool thing is though? And I guess I'm kind of okay with it, because unlike the Neon cards in Neon Dynasty, right, the Hidetsugu, these are actually playable, and they're not to say that the Hidetsugu is not cool, but these are definitely cooler. We got a Platoon dispenser, pretty neat. Felden and Smelting Vat from Commander. I got a Springleaf Drum. Ichor Wellspring, we got one of those. Quicksilver, we already got these. Starscream and a Thran Spider. Pretty cool. Another Power Stone. Yeah, I watched Transformers as a kid. I wouldn't say I was like a Transformers nut or anything like that. Holy cow. If you're opening these packs, probably use a slight amount of caution, because they're not necessarily easy to open. Yeah. Like, you really got to try here. These lands are amazing. I really like this one because he's got like this shot going through him. I don't know if that's there you go. Now it's kind of like focusing a little bit better. It's got like this shot going, just this fine foily line. I love it. Love these lands. Hajar and Fateful Handoff, Glint Raker. We got third Ichor Wellspring, I think. Ashnod's Altar. That's the actually both of these are the schematic. And hey, we got Megatron and a Root Wire Amalgam. That is a mythic with the prototype ability. It's kind of cool. So I noticed today that the prototype ability actually pretty useful. Although I found myself just trying to save the mana and create enough Power Stone tokens to hard cast them for their full cost. I only cast them for the prototype cost like a couple times. And I played white, blue, green, whatever color combination you call that. And it worked out pretty good. It was pretty decent when it worked. Of course, that's how it always is. Scavenged Brawler and Harbin. We got a Bonesaw, Pristine Talisman, Keening Stone, got a Jetfire, and a Blackblade Reforged. That would be cool, except Blackblade already has like a bunch of printings, and I think the one spell book, is it like Jace or Gideon, or there's like a spell book or something like that, I think, that has a version of that card in there that is a little bit more expensive. But Blackblade Reforged, it's a good card. It's just not like crazy. Got nice plains. Mishra, Tamer of Makfawa. Llanowar Wastes. Scholar of New Horizons. Jalem Tome. Come on, where's those serialized cards? Swift Foot Boots is kind of neat. Keening Stone. We got Cyclonus the Saboteur. I don't know like 90% of these. And a Lauren of the Third Path. Oh, so these, okay. Yeah, this is actually a really cool token. The chain link fence shows up really neat on there. All right, I like it. I'm just going to say that. I like the product. And it's okay. You can like the product and not like WotC at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive. It's just, I don't know. There's only so much hate. And I'm not really one to hate stuff or people. Hexavus, I like that. You know what this looks like? Smog Elemental. And that probably is Smog Elemental, just as a Phyrexian. Elsewhere Flask, a Chromatic Star schematic. I like it. Defense Grid, Blaster, Combat DJ, and a Perilous Vault. Power Stone. I think every token's a Power Stone, actually. Which makes sense, because you're going to need a lot of them. And we only got 2 more, this one and the other one. I hope we get one of these Shattered Glass Transformers cards. Forget Forest, Blade Coil Serpent. That one's nice, over the top. Geology Enthusiast, got Jalem Tome, Self-Assembler, Sundering Titan. Is he banned? Ultra Magnus Tactician, and a Harbin Vanguard Aviator. Nice. The only thing is, I don't know which slot the serialized card would even show up in. Like, is it the last slot? There's so many. There was a post I read not too long ago about what the contents are of a set booster, and it's like freaking reading blueprints to figure out what the hell you can actually get. There's too many variants is what it is. We all know that. There's too many fucking variants. So like each slot, it's like you can have a regular or you can have a foil, but not an extended art, but you can get a borderless. And if it's the 3rd Tuesday of the month, maybe you'll get a Shattered Glass foil. It's like, just tell me what the fuck I'm getting, and that's it. That's it. Portal to Phyrexia, Artificer's Dragon. We got an Ivory Tower, Mishra's Bauble, Astral Cornucopia. We got a Flame War Brash Veteran, and a Llanowar Waste. We already got one of those. And a Power Stone token. Yeah, so I don't know if this is good or not. There's none of those Mishra Meld cards, right? There's none of those. I think there's some cool stuff in here. Not the kind of things that I was wanting to get. I believe there is a white soldier with a shield that I don't remember the name that I was hoping to get. I don't see it in here. Some of these extended art foils are expensive, so keep an eye out. There's a green one and there's a white one. I know that doesn't give you a whole lot of data, but it's available on TCG Player. Underground River is kind of cool. I think the commands might be worth something. But, oh, that's a meld one right there. How did I miss that? Are any of the other ones meld? That's right, because that's the one that Titania, Gaia Incarnate. Yeah, I'm not sure what the other one is. I think these are just freaking stunning. These things are sweet. The meld cards. I think the first time we saw meld was actually in Eldritch Moon, and that was with, there's several meld cards in Eldritch Moon, by the way, but Gisela and Bruna going together to make Brizella, that one is really, really freaking cool. So we're going to throw that in there just in case it happens to be expensive. And I don't know what in here is expensive. I know some of these are better artifacts than others. Like some of them I don't even know, like Elsewhere Flask. I'm not even familiar with that one. Black Blade, Bonesaw, probably not. Ichor Wellspring. Ashland Altar is okay. Springleaf Drum, Phyrexian Revoker, Scrap Trawler. Yeah, I don't think we did very good. Altered Dementia is kind of nice. Mishra's Bauble Foil is kind of nice. And Ivory Tower, yeah, probably not that great. Monastery Swift Spear got a reprint, which is kind of neat. Although it was literally just in Double Masters 2022. They got to keep the price down on that card, some way or another. And one of the cards that I like probably the most out of this set so far, Transmogrant Altar. Being able to sack a card or a creature and get 3, kind of nice. And you can get it out relatively early because it only costs 3. I thought there was actually another altar in here. There's the Harvester. Maybe there wasn't. I can't remember. And then these things. There's a lot of mixed feelings over Transformers cards. I don't really know how I feel about them. I think they're fine, honestly, now that I'm seeing them. I don't think anything is really, you know, too crazy about them. I haven't even read any of the abilities, actually. I do notice that, like, every single ability is more than meets the eye. Um, which I'm assuming if you do that, you transform it? If that's more than meets the eye, which I guess is neat. But yeah, keep an eye out for the shattered glass and especially the foil shattered glass. Even the foils in one box only got 3 out of 12. So that's what, 25%? Has a chance to have a foil one. And there are 15 of them in total. So I might have almost all of them here, which will be good for collecting the set. So, I don't know. I think it's a good product so far. Drafting it was fun, and usually, or not drafting, but sealed, because we did play, you know, the precons. And by the way, check the dice out. The dice that they have in this set, freaking amazing. The green and black, stunning. There's a gold and black, a red and black, and a blue and black. The dice are fantastic. Also, the dice from the bundle, also amazing. So keep an eye on those as well. Those dice do generally tend to be valuable on the second market, especially long after release. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not going to be opening any more collector boosters, I don't think, unless I can get a good deal on them. The rest of the product is going to be available on my store. I've got one other box here that's going to go on there immediately, and the rest of the product, when they come in, I will get those listed and I'll have prices up. It's going to be by the pack. I only do by the pack currently. On another note, I will be adding penny sleeves and top loaders at a lower price than Amazon. So check those out. I'll have plenty of them. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do things like team bags or things like that. But yeah, you'll see those on here. They should be in next week. Going UPS. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, throw a thumbs up, and tune in this weekend. Should be on Sunday, might be on tomorrow evening. I'm going to have part 2 of the how to get started selling cards online guide, and we're going to go in depth about the like mechanical hardware, what you should do, what you maybe should get to save you money, how to use them, what's the best, you know, way to use them, and all that good stuff. So we'll go over all that stuff. It's a longer section, and it's the section that has saved me the most time and money. So I think it's very important to spend a little bit of time on that. So catch you guys later, and yeah, peace. Have a good one.